Welcome back to Heja Framtiden, the Swedish podcast on the future. My name is Christian von Essen, and right now I'm sitting here over Link using riverside.fm. On the other side of the screen or line is Vahid Sohrabpour from Savegi. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for inviting me. Yes, first, the name of the company is Save Veggie.
Save Veggie. I was actually going to ask why it's called Save Veggie, but now I realize I'm really stupid. Save Veggie.
It's a little bit tricky, probably.
Tell me a bit about the company. How did you get started? What was the problem you saw?
I've been traditionally working with projects for reducing food waste through packaging. And as you know, packaging is used to increase the shelf life of products or reduce their waste. But in a certain point, we figured out that the impact of plastics on the environment and human health is pretty severe, and it would be better to replace it with some other solution. For example, 91% of the entire plastics are not getting recycled, and 60% of the plastic waste comes from packaging. It is estimated that by 2050, the weight of plastics in the oceans is higher than the weight of the fish. So that's crazy. On the other hand, there are researchers showing microplastics has entered human blood. You can even find them on top of Mount Everest or in Mariana Trench or anywhere on this planet. It would be better to replace that with some other solution. What we came up with is bio-based edible coating. Basically, we produce coatings that are from food, they're edible and washable. They can be sprayed on fruits and vegetables or dipping fruits and vegetables in them, and then the shelf life will be extended.
So what is the solution made of?
It's from several food material that we extract and combine and make these coatings. They're natural material.
So you can still consider the vegetable or fruit organic after you used Save Veggie on it?
We have different sort of products with different characteristics, which can be organic, all sorts, but we are avoiding petroleum-based plastics and those type of solutions.
So you don't really have to, do you have to wash it off when you come home with the product, or is it just non-existent?
You don't see it. It's like a very thin layer. It's washable if somebody wants to wash it. If not, it's food. They can consume it as it is.
And this comes from research at Lund University, right?
We had a collaboration with Lund University in part of our research.
Okay, it's a part of ours. Okay. And you come from the packaging and logistics background, and you saw that This was a problem that you wanted to solve?
Yes, my background is packaging logistics, and I've been working in projects and researching on interaction between packaging and logistics. And then later in further steps, I got to more replacing packaging with other solutions.
So how far do you think you'll be able to take this? I mean, are you looking into scaling it up internationally and rolling it out on different markets, or is it still in the sort of beta phase?
We are still in development, and we start from Sweden and then rest of Europe, and afterwards the rest of the world.
But you still have a few collaborators within the food system here in Sweden.
Yes, ICA and Lidl are the retailers that we collaborate with. We won a sustainability prize from Lidl in 2020 to develop the product. And they're interested to test it in their system and buy it later on. ICA also has shown a high interest, and we are collaborating with them for our technical validations, commercial validations, and enroll into the market.
What kind of impact do you see from this? I mean, this must be a huge opportunity for producers and retailers all over the world.
Yes, it is. Extending shelf life doesn't mean that we have to use plastic. There can be other solutions too. But plastic is very cheap and easy to use, so it's been spread around highly, and it has been increasing over years. But it's possible to stop using plastics also and extending the shelf life. As you might have heard, some European countries like France, Spain, and Belgium have announced bans using plastics on fruits and vegetables, and they're practicing it already. So it's a huge opportunity for the industry to replace plastic with edible coatings.
Are you involved in other parts of the food waste chain, so to speak? Do you collaborate with other actors that are reducing food waste in other parts of the value chain?
Since our solution is implemented already after harvesting fruits and vegetables, so it goes through the chain and has interact with different actors in the chain. We start normally from the wholesalers or some large farms.
Oh, so they can use your solution already there. So the retailers don't have to use it necessarily. They will not implement Save Veggie on the products that they receive. The products are already being coated.
Yes.
Okay. How much can you improve the sustainability of the product, the fruit or vegetable, with the coating?
We can extend the shelf life 2 to 4 times compared to not having any coating.
So what are your plans now in the near future for the company?
Plan for near future is enrolling to the market and selling products with our coating, and then expanding afterwards in more longer term.
I usually ask my guests, what's your best tip for making the world a better place in the future?
In our sector, stopping using plastic is a very important decision and action for protecting the world and human health and animal health. You might have heard in stomach of 90% of seabirds, there is plastic. So in the fish, and it comes to our food chain. So if we want to protect ourselves and the environment, we need to find solutions that are healthier, protect the world, and they're environmental friendly.
The magazine we're writing now, The Sustainable Food Systems of the Future, will be out in June prior to Almedalen meeting and the election coming up in this fall in Sweden. Is there anything you wish for the politicians to put higher on the agenda? Do you think we should move in the same direction as France, as you mentioned, banning plastics in many more sectors of our society?
Yes, it's the main move from EU in general. But yes, the more we go towards that way, the better it is for the society.
And then we need your kind of solutions.
And yeah, our solutions or anyone that can help reducing use of plastics.
Great. Thank you so much, Vahid Sohrabpour, Commercial Director and CEO at Save Veggie.
Thank you.
SaveVeggie.com. You can find more information about the solution and how it works. We're hoping to see your solution in the retail environment soon, or not see it because we can't see it, but we can know that the shelf life is much longer than it used to be, and without plastics involved. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Check out hejaframtiden.se for more information about the podcast and my projects. My name is Kishan von Essen. Thank you for listening.